What's up guys, Demon Asylum here with Breakthrough Gaming, and this is going to be part 2 of the Days Gone gameplay that we're posting here on the channel. Part 1 will be linked in the description down below if you haven't seen it and you want to check it out. It does start right from the very beginning of the game. This video is picking up right where we left off from that video, and there will be a couple more gameplay videos to follow which will pick up where this one leaves off, so be on the lookout for those. And credit for this gameplay does go to GameInformer and Ben Studios, of course. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to drop a like on the video down below, subscribe for more, and hit the bell icon to be notified when we do post new videos. Thanks guys.
And this is basically going to be your headquarters, you know, for the first act of the game. And it's in the middle of the Cascade Wilderness. So Cascade Wilderness is unique because it's got a lot of dense forest, more so than anywhere else in the game.
I'm not taking Boozer's bike. I gotta get to mine before it gets dark. What the hell? Boozer, are you awake?
Yeah, Deke. What's up?
I just saw someone sneaking around the safe house.
What the hell? What's he doing?
No idea. I'm gonna follow him, see if there's some more where he came from.
Deke. Cope warned us. He'd seen drifters up on the mountain.
Like I said, screw Copeland. I'm not doing this shit for him. Deacon out.
So you can see that we've got stamina, and Deacon can sprint till he runs out. It's one of those things where, as you guys saw, you really need to be able to run from a situation when you need to, and that costs stamina. And the combat roll also costs stamina. So the player really has to kind of balance how long he's going to stay in the fight, meleeing it, versus how much energy he's going to leave himself in reserve to get out. And that's one of those attributes you can upgrade through the Nero checkpoints.
So what'd you find? It's just like I said. Those drifters we saw running. What the hell?
He shot me!
Kill him! He shot him! He killed him! Yeah, keep on running around. What the hell's he doing? Just running around like that? Go! I got you covered! Cover me! Now! Don't let him go! He's hiding! Got him! He shot me!
And this is where you're wishing you had Boozer's shotgun.
Absolutely, absolutely. But as you can see, Deacon is fragile. He's got to constantly be on the lookout for supplies to craft more medicine because, especially early game, his health goes fast.
I'm hit! Come on! Kill him! Cover me!
You guys gonna have difficulty settings?
No, the game itself is already pretty hard. Oh, as you can see, I just got on. We're just focusing on getting that dialed in because it's not very good when it's easy. It's a way more exciting game. It's a lot of fun and kind of speaks to the fantasy of the apocalypse by being a challenge.
That's a bold move.
Yeah, we give too much away for free by having an easy mode.
I want to talk. Always looking for anyone who can use a gun.
Yeah, just drop your weapon. Cover me! Cover me, now! Yeah! Come on! Yeah!
That's the last of them. Must have followed us here. Sons of bitches. Boozer, I found their camp. We don't gotta worry about those assholes anymore.
Who was it? Anyone we know?
Nah, just a few drifters looking to move in our safe house.
Like we were saying before, it's time to start thinking about heading north.
Let's get your arm fixed up and then worry about hitting the road. I'm gonna be heading to my bike. Deacon out.
So the other thing we wanted to show off in this opening sequence is the progression of time as well as weather. So basically we start in mid-afternoon when you're starting that chase with Leon, and then it works its way towards sunset. and now it's night. And one of the things that happens at night is freakers become more common, they become more powerful.
Ah, goddamn freakers.
I believe someone on your team informed us that the freaks come out at night.
That is true.
Okay, regrettably true.
Oh, dude, what was that?
Pre-beta.
Oh shit. Move, move. Run, run. Oh, goddamn rain. If it's not the freaks, it's the goddamn rain. Where the hell am I? I gotta be getting close. Gotta get to my bike. Getting closer. I gotta get close. Come on, baby. Where the fuck are you? This is it. This is where we left it. My bike's gone. Fuck! Damn it, Copeland! Hey! You're from Copeland's camp? Where the hell is my bike? Hey, stop! White, god damn it!
I didn't take your bike, man. I swear.
I'm not gonna kill you! Stop running! Jesus Christ.
You gotta ask Copeland. I don't know nothing.
Hey! I just want my bike!
I didn't do nothing.
Oh, god damn it. All right, now I'm gonna kill you. Boozer, you there?
Yeah, D. Get your bike?
Nope. Copeland's men got to it before I did. I'm heading to his camp.
Come on, man. Don't start any trouble.
Started it. They stole my goddamn bike.
Look, all I'm saying is, until we ride north...
Damn it.
So is the bike more sentimental, or is it literally like, I'm gonna have to die, or I will die out here now if I don't have my bike?
This is a good example of what happens when you go on foot. You're just susceptible to everything.
Gotcha.
And these guys are fast, especially at night.
So, what were you saying?
Look, all I'm saying is, until we ride north, we need him.
Need him? No. We don't need anyone.
Yeah? What about when you're in Blue?
St. John, is that you?
Some son of a bitch stole my bike!
Don't know nothing about that. You gotta go talk to Manny.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
Not too smart running up on us like that. Being night and all.
Now, keep that in mind.
So this is the camp that you saw in the 2017 E3 demo.
Ah, okay.
Hey, Manny. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while lately. You've been too busy to notice. Nose down. You work hard, they feed you.
Yeah, camper's life.
Yeah, camper's life. I read a book once, Zen and the Art of Bike Repair. You ever read it?
No, I didn't have a lot of time for books back in the day.
Yeah, ran a shop, Farewell. Made all the grease monkeys read it. Being a mechanic requires great peace of mind, it said. Try working on an empty stomach. That'll focus your mind.
Manny, I'm looking for a bike.
Yeah? Oh. You don't want that one.
Why not?
It just came off the truck. I mean, some dumb son of a bitch left it out in the shit. Rusted up good. It rode hard, too. The fool that rode it didn't know shit about bikes.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Shot the hell this one. I mean, we just partied it out. I mean, it didn't even have a fuel pump. We could have used that.
Man, fuel pump like this one?
Okay.
Like this one, Manny.
Oh, okay. See, now when I said fool, what I meant was the fools that brought that bike in. See, they didn't tie that shit down properly, so they left it like rattling around back there.
Deke, let's talk. Looks like you had some trouble.
Got hit hard last night. Rippers again. Twice now they've been up here. Some say looking for you and Boozer.
Out in the shit, folks say a lot of things.
Folks around here take care of their own. Let go enough days without food. Well, you see how it is.
Lake not holding out?
We get a fair amount of trout, some catfish. Lake's fed by snowmelt. No one left to stock it with fish. Gonna run out sooner or later. As a kid, used to go hunting out here with the old man. We build deer blinds out here. Put down salt licks below us. Pick 'em off clean. Some winters had so much venison we couldn't eat it all.
I didn't think that was legal. Deer baiting back in the day.
My old man had only one law. The United States Constitution. If he could only see us now. America, land of the free.
We are that.
Can't remember the last time we had venison. With all the freaks. Well, I guess we're gonna learn to live without a lot of things, aren't we? Saw Leon the other day.
Yeah?
He was bringing me something.
Is that right?
Folks here in a lot of pain, Deke.
Oh, Leon. Doug said that he took off. No one's seen him.
Tell you what. You find his stash. You bring it to me. To me, Deke. You do that, well, we'll see what we can do for you.
The bike that your men stole, that your men parted out.
Salvage, Deke. Salvage.
All right. I'll try to keep that in mind.
By the way, nice hat.
What?
No, this one.
Don't you ever touch
Now, hold on. Leon wore a hat like this, didn't he?
Cope, I swear to God.
Don't. You want to do business in my camp? You start doing some runs for me.
Cope. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm here anyway. What do you got?
Now that's more like it. A group of drifters has been harassing my supply runs. They've moved into the radio tower west of O'Leary Mountain. Isn't that your backyard?
No, it's not, but I'll take care of them.
I thought you might. Go on. Get what's left of your piece of shit bike and get the hell out of my camp.
So some of this is based on personal experience. So I grew up in Southern Oregon, where there's a lot of truthers and a lot of people who love guns.
Sure.
My mom was a founding member of the National Association to Keep and Bear Arms. These are the guys that came up with the bumper sticker that says, "You can take my rifle when you pry it from my cold dead hands."
Classics.
So Copeland is kind of that, and each one of the encampments has a different philosophy on what does it mean to survive, how do you rebuild civilization. And so that's just one of the ways we sort of explore what would really happen if the world ended, because there are guys out there like that who would build a camp like this.
Sure.
Yo, Deke, hold up. I just want to say how sorry I am. I didn't know, I swear.
You have any idea how much time I put into that bike? It was a drifter bike, Manny.
I know. I'll make it up to you, I swear. I put together a new one.
You call this piece of shit a bike?
I know. It's not... Look, I'll keep an eye out for more parts. I'll hook you up. I swear.
Okay, and what about my custom gas tank, Manny? You know, the one that I got from my dead wife. You gonna keep an eye out for that one, too?
Jesus, Deke, I'm sorry.
Just get the fuck out of my way.
So that's the opening sequence.
There we go.
And in a lot of ways, it is kind of the journey of Deacon's bike, because you start on his awesome drifter bike, and then you have that for the first few minutes of gameplay, and then it's gone. So the player gets a taste of it, and then you got to spend the next few hours of gameplay trying to rebuild it.
Gotcha. The bike gets Metroided.
Yeah, and so and by the way, it's like you asked if you could go places without your bike. Sure, you can. Bad idea.
So this is just one of the camps where you can come and buy stuff. Yada, yada, yada. Cool.
Yeah, so you can see that Copeland didn't trust Deacon very much. Obviously, they weren't best friends. But in order for Deacon to gain trust with this camp, he can bring food back to the kitchen. He can turn in his bounties, the freaker ears right here. And, those allow him to gain trust and credits he can spend at the merchant and obviously at the bike mechanic.
Hey, thanks for showing us so much of the game, guys.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for
a lot,
watching,
man.
everybody. Absolutely. Stay tuned for a full month of coverage coming up from GameInformer. Bye, everybody.
So we're looking at Days Gone.
Yeah, this is GameInformer's new cover story, and this is a whole mission in the game. Technically, picking up basically where we left off if you watch the first hour of gameplay, which you can also find at GameInformer.com/daysgone.
Yep.
This is basically where it leaves off. We're going out on a mission.
Boozer, you there?
Yeah, Deke.
How you doing? How's the arm?
Like I said, I'll be fine.
Okay, I'm still gonna head out to that Nero checkpoint, find some sterile bandages, ointment or something.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm gonna go out, make sure the mountain's clear.
Boozer, no! No, those are third-degree burns. You stay there, you rest. I'll be there as soon as I can.
I guess. I could use something for the pain.
All right, so this mission... Oh, Deacon St. John.
Come on.
Seriously, Jabberjaws here, buddy.
This is it. The Nero checkpoint. I gotta find some shit for Boozer's arm.
St. John, this is Cope. When you get to the tower, our radio uplink.
Hey.
Son of a bitch.
That's what sums it up.
Cork, were you playing?
Yes.
So this is footage of me playing the game.
You were saying something?
St. John, this is Cope.
Shit.
When you get to the
so
tower,
tight.
our radio uplink has been shut down. I'll pay you to restore it.
Do characters ever quit yapping in this game? Nope. There we go. Jeff Cork, what is a Nero checkpoint?
Nero checkpoint. These are basically, there's a government agency, Nero National Emergency Response Organization, and they're basically FEMA, as we've said time and time again. And when
Like I was saying, some thinking to do. So these men, you know them? Because shutting down Radio Free Oregon seems kind of personal.
Goddamn right it's personal. They used to be a part of my camp. Seems they didn't like the rules against stealing, raping, murdering.
Now, maybe they're like me, just tired of listening to your paranoid truther bullshit. St. John out.
All right, now, Deacon, I think it's safe for us to talk now. So basically, these checkpoints were set up to kind of diagnose the infected people, kind of perform triage, figure out who could be saved, and then who they just needed to quarantine. So what I'm doing here is this is also a place where I can find some medical supplies to help my friend Boomer, who, as you saw in the first gameplay hour, is critically injured by the Rippers.
Yeah.
And so clearly you're in a hurry, which is why you're scavenging crap from
Absolutely.
these cars.
Always need crap.
Boomer's over the radio. Deacon, I'm in a lot of pain here, buddy. Not digging through another cop car.
So I gave him a warning swing, which is a good move.
Also, as you can see on the screen, it says alpha gameplay. Important to stress, this game isn't coming out till early 2019, so it might be a little rough around the edges, but it's still unbelievably generous that Sony Ben let us show this much of the game to give people a better idea of how it actually plays.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now I'm just hanging out with a stool leg. I figure that's
good craftsmanship on that.
You could imagine. You could probably pretend it's one of those ornate pepper shakers from a fancy restaurant,
right?
If that helps you.
So in the apocalypse, it's cockroaches, Twinkies, and stool legs.
Stool legs managed to survive. The tops of the tables gone.
Have you talked about how the melee works? Do those have different stats? Different melee weapons you pick up?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like different stance of swinging. No, there are different categories of weapons. So like the stool leg, as you can imagine, is not nearly as effective as like a machete or a hatchet.
Sure.
So here, if you've been reading along, I'm trying to get inside this trailer. Unfortunately, it's locked with electronic locks, which requires this generator here to get powered on. But
right. And something kind of interesting, they talked about it in the first hour of gameplay that we posted earlier, but it's interesting that this is just 2 years, is that right, after the world goes to hell?
That's correct.
And so a lot of the machinery is still functioning. It's a kind of a cool space. I think we're all just kind of used to The Last of Us, where it's like, oh, Ellie doesn't even know about the old world.
Right.
But just to have this idea of like, it wasn't that long ago. Like all the car batteries are still fully charged. Things are relatively okay.
Yeah.
Other than the world being complete shit.
Right.
Right.
And at this point, I'm messing around with the weapon wheel here. I think I was talking to one of the team members about weapons. So
that generator didn't work.
The generator needs to be refueled.
It's always one thing or another in video games, ain't it?
So true.
What we should talk about is a new gameplay today. If you're just tuning in for the Days Gone coverage, the whole framework for this show, this is a special case where we're showing a game from a cover story trip, which doesn't happen too often, but normally it's just whenever there's an embargo lifting on big games, we're going to show it off, damn it. You can't stop us. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.
So now I'm going into my survival vision, which highlights kind of things that you can interact with. I was hoping that it would have a big flashing beacon for fuel, but it didn't. But that's okay. You can. That's like an upgradable skill though that will let you. It'll highlight crafting materials, and then it can upgrade further to highlight enemies in the environment too. I think if you look at the Horde video, that's been upgraded so that the infected glow as well. Good. But at this stage of the game, which is as you know very early in, it's not been upgraded.
Yeah, the Horde video will be coming up next week.
Yes.
For people to check out there.
All right, here's where I blew it big time.
Uh-oh.
You'll see. So if I'd been paying attention, you see those speaker icons on the top of this temporary shelter? I should have disabled those before restoring power, because now they're basically blaring, hey, soup's on. And I'm the soup.
Oh, Deacon Soup.
So were those marked before and you just didn't notice them, or do you have to really be carefully check the
believe
environment?
they would have been marked if I'd gone into my Deacon St. John vision mode.
Detective mode?
And this is also the first time I had hands-on with the game, so I was still... quick, help, guys, help.
You're showing how deadly the world is,
There you
man.
go.
There's no doubt about it.
Hey, the world comes for you. So here,
as Sony says over and over again.
So now I'm like, maybe I can find a new temporary shelter in the weapon wheel.
What if
I live here now?
What if I corner myself into this place with no reasonable escape?
Yep.
And see how it goes.
Exactly. So these starting weapons, you'll notice that when you pull up like a tighter aim mode here, the reticles get smaller, as you see in a lot of games. These starting weapons suck. I think I'm not using Boomer's shotgun. I think at the beginning you have the choice of taking his shotgun or leaving it with Boomer, and I'm a gentleman and I left it with Boomer. So that left me without a really good shotgun. This one is clearly adequate, but he looks really sad there.
Oh, God. Nice work. Getting out of there.
Yeah, but like the pistols in particular, I'm used to kind of being able to fake it till you make it with those things, and they're marginally better than melee, at least in the beginning, when you're not you don't have the skills in game or in the game.
Yeah,
or better pistols.
Right.
Things like that.
It's such a tough balance for Sony Ben too, because it's like, well, it's the post-apocalyptic world. We want crappy guns, but how do you show crappy guns without just every player grabbing the controller for 20 seconds and saying this weapon sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's a tough thing to communicate. They're like, well, in some ways they're kind of supposed to suck, and finding a dividing line between what's intentional versus maybe the game, like the gunplay isn't hitting as hard as you'd expect in a game. That's a tough line. But
absolutely, I was like initially when I first started, I was like,
Speakers.
oh, this super sucks. Like I do not like this pistol at all.
Yeah.
And I learned that you need to be more methodical with it. It's not just like it's not the Halo pistol.
Yes, sterile bandages, just what the doctor ordered. Now I just gotta get this back to Boozer. Oh,
but what is this?
This is the neuro injector. So here you've got a little bit of choice here at the beginning. You can add stamina or health to your meter, or also increase your focus ability. So you're given a choice at these neuro checkpoints. These devices are there. So I think I went with stamina because at this point I'd been rolling a lot, sprinting a lot, because I realized that I wasn't going to be able to go toe-to-toe with these infected freakers.
Just say freakers, Cork. Just get used to saying freakers.
I will never get used to that.
Yeah.
better living through chemistry.
In the cover story, did you call them freakers or infected?
I kind of bounced back and forth.
Okay, all right, bold choice.
Thank you.
Checkpoint looted.
Yeah.
The way they should do it is you inject it into your legs for stamina and your heart for health and your brain for focus.
That's pretty
There you
smart.
But
Just go
only
right
one
to the
leg at
ear.
a time.
So he just runs in a circle.
Yes. Very effectively, though. Yeah. So you see that I have unlocked this area as a checkpoint. So now if I die, I have an option of spawning here. It will spawn you at the closest checkpoint. They still seem to be fairly spread out. At some point in this video, we'll pop open the map and you can kind of see it a little better. But
yeah.
And also you have access to your weapons locker at all checkpoints. It's kind of a Resident Evil style weapons locker system.
Time to get the hell out of here.
And you still got that speaker going, Cork.
Yeah. Then I drove away from it.
The only way to get rid of the speaker is
Absolutely.
to drive away from the speaker.
Son of a bitch!
I just really wanted to hit that tree, which...
Yeah, make sure the collision detection was working
yeah,
correctly.
it's working, and that fence as well.
Not a motorcyclist in real life, are you, Jeff Cork?
Well, you'll also notice it's raining, so things maybe don't handle as well.
That's true.
That
That's
means
true.
it's working as intended.
Yeah.
You always looked back over your shoulder and gave a big thumbs up to the devs.
Yeah, I winked at them and they winked back. So, yep.
And this is kind of your home base at the start of the game. At
Exactly.
Hey, Boozer, I found some shit for your arm. Boozer? Shit. Boozer! Hey. Oh, shit.
Shit, Deke. Could have blown your goddamn head off.
Look, let me see that arm, huh?
No, I got
Come on,
this.
let me see that arm.
I
Come on, all right.
Deke. Thanks, brother. Look, I'll be better, okay? I'm gonna be fine.